tonight to help Donnie celebrate. As you all know, Donnie was selected as one of the top realtors on the East Coast. He was selected by Goldline Research, which actually is like the J.D. Powers of services. And to help celebrate tonight, we have some of his friends and colleagues here who want to say some things about him. I'm going to start with Tom Kohler.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Well, thanks for letting me be here and be part of the festivities tonight, Don. I appreciate it very much, and everybody who's kind enough to be here. I will attempt to be brief, if nothing else. We are here to honor and have fun with our friend Don Callahan tonight, or Donnie, as he's known by those of you who have not left the 5th grade and don't mind. Don, as you know, is a man of many talents and abilities, and he's used many of these over the past several years to build a business, and as you can see tonight, build a reputation. And the reputation he's built is a man who's built a good business and done good business with people. And we should admire that this is a man whose reputation is that he's a good man to do business with, particularly in a time, this recent era of high prices and low scruples that, quite frankly, raped our country. Some of you, though, may not know all of Don's talents, and I'd like to share a few of them. One is that many of you may not know that Don goes mountaineering every 2 years, and it goes over Mount Everest every 2 years. And I know many of you don't know that, but he does. And when he goes over, he goes to work as a Sherpa. And a Sherpa, you know, the little indigenous men, that brave men that, you know, help sort of like rich white people climb the mountain. But Don goes and allows himself to be a Sherpa over at Mount Everest, and which I think is admirable. And so I just want to say, Don, to you, hi, Sherpa Don. and I'd like to ask all of you, let's begin to think of Don this way, as Sherpa Don. As you see him in the street trying to do a real estate deal, pointing something out, I want you to walk up and say, hi, Sherpa Don. and I'd like us to all try it together right now. Ready? With the hand move and everything. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Sherpa Don. Has a certain ring to it. Now, the other thing that many of you don't know about Don is he's a extremely savvy behind-the-scenes political operative. And some of you know that in local campaigns he's been very active, but he does have widespread influence, and I did some Googling using the heading In the Closet Consultants, / Inner Circle, or Power Behind the Throne, and found several references of Don's political work in the recent election, and I sent out emails and phone calls. Just like Woodward and Bernstein, I found myself in a dark parking lot talking to someone looking a lot like Sean Brandon, Samantha's parking czar, who was willing to give me a list of Don's political clients. I contacted a few of them asking for their comments about our friend and operative, Don Callahan. This from Senator John McCain. Dear Mr. Kohler, Don Callahan provided insight and advice to my campaign at its most critical juncture. I will never forget his advice given with that patent Callahan wink. Palin, John, Palin. She's ticket for your ticket. Again, I will never forget his advice. Well, probably I will. And this from the frisky Alaskan herself, to Tom Kohler from Sarah Palin regarding Don Callahan. Without Don Callahan, there would have been no wink. I learned everything I know about winking and several other forms of flirting from Don. In fact, we talk about Don's a winky up here in Alaska all the time. Thanks for everything, and when you see Don, give him one for me. And this from President Bush. Dear Mr. Kohler, Don has been a trusted advisor to me, the decider. He's been advising me to retire for the past 7 years and 11 months. And just to show how influential his counsel has been, I, the decider, have decided to retire next month.
Good job, Johnny.
Good work, Don. And finally, from incoming President Barack Obama's Don. My name is Barack Obama, and I was born to a single mother and a Kenyan father who ran away quickly. Kenyan men are capable of doing that, you can remember. Don Callahan was the OBGYN who delivered me, and who was self myself to help my mother, a single parent, learn how to be a parent. In fact, Obama remembers that as a very small child still in diapers that, Don, you said to Mama Obama, change. I think it's time for a change. Yes, it was Don Callahan who provided the fundamental guidance in life and for the presidential campaign. Change, it's time for change, he uttered to Mama Obama all those years. So Don, we appreciate the work that you've done politically to bring Barack Obama to the forefront. Now, to conclude, I would like to say that about Don and about Mark recently, these are people that say yes as often as they can when they're asked to do something that will help our community. And it's important to have people in our community that are willing to do that will say yes whenever they can. It's also important to have people who will say no when they know they don't have time to do it or can't do it. And so I admire people who will say yes when they can, will say no when they can't, and you do both of those well. I would say that you bring a ton of integrity and energy and optimism to everything that you do, both visible and invisible, and I know you do a lot of things here invisibly, and we thank you for it. You should be proud of your deserved reputation as someone who's good to do business with and to be with, and congratulations.
My name is Nancy Thompson, and I'm sorry I had to sit next to you. This is really bad, so bear with me. Just trust me. I've never been that great at roasting, so just for tonight, I'll try my hand at toasting. I first met John in 2006 November. We love a good poem. Who could have known it would be the start of a friendship and partnership to remember? He handles his business with dignity and grace, and rarely is seen without a smile on his face. He's unbelievable. His professionalism and knowledge are unsurpassed. Tons of happy clients he has amassed. He is the most dependable realtor in the East, no doubt, and a wonderful partner and friend day in and day out. He's a gift to real estate in Savannah, GA. Let's raise a glass to his success today.